What up? It's Michelle Eldridge, and welcome to another video. Super excited to be here with you guys. Listen, I gotta make this really quick, so we're gonna rock it out. So, how would you like to be a real leader? Like a really, really exceptional leader that people want to stay with, that they love, and that they, believe in, and just never want to leave you, right? Would that not be great, right? So, I'm going to give you my top 3 secret, it's not really such a secret, but people act like it's a secret, hacks, tips, whatever, the best things that's worked for me, my top 3, that is going to make you a true, real leader, okay? So as you hop on, say, hey, let me know if you are a leader, if you want to be a leader, if you're a leader in search of a team, a leader of one, let me know. Hey, April, I would love to know. And even if you aren't necessarily in this home-based business thing, this could still help you as far as at work or other things, okay? So, my number 1 tip, first tip, not number 1, these aren't in order, but the very first tip is when you are shouting out people who are doing really, really big things, remember that there are people who, especially if they're fast success stories, remember there are people who are working really hard, but maybe they weren't really social before, and so they're not seeing those kind of results. And so when you shout out Susie, who hit this top rank in like 30 days, it makes everybody else feel like they may not fit in, and like they maybe they're doing something wrong. And when you make people feel bad enough unintentionally, they leave, okay? So it's unintentional. So always when you're shouting out the person who's doing these big things, always put some obstacles that they've gone through. You may have to ask them, right? There's somebody right here, right now. We're wearing the same shirt. Okay, default setting gratitude, yes. But there's somebody on here right now on my team. April, she was in the top 4 in sales for our team. And she is a mom, and she stays home and takes care of her brother full-time who has brain cancer. So when I said that she was in the top 4, I mentioned that. And you know what? Guaranteed, everybody who saw my post earlier today was rooting for her and all of those girls, because they see that they're real people and they have real lives, and they're doing it, and they're doing really, really good. That it's not just like cake and carrots, like easy stuff. I don't even know, cake and carrots, what is that? It's not just easy for them, or they're not some kind of social influencer. They're real people, and so people want to root for them. So always remind people that they're real people and that they've worked through things. Maybe they didn't always sell big things or recruit a lot of people, right? So always remember when you're shouting out the big numbers or the big people, that you're always sharing that it wasn't always that way. So take them on that kind of journey, and then everybody will be rooting for them, and they'll think, if they can, I can. And that's what we want everybody to think, because that truly is the reality. We don't want anybody to feel bad ever, okay? So just rolling off of that one, my number 2 tip, and again, these aren't in order. My number 2 tip is shout people out for other things besides sales or hitting big ranks or just rank advancements. Shout them out for doing their first live video. Shout them out for messaging their first friend. And I'm not telling you, send your link to your friend. No. But shout them out for those things, for making their announcement post, or for just anything and everything that you can applaud them for. Do that. If they showed up in a bigger way than they normally did, and they took the action, shout them out for that. So-and-so is being so consistent. Let me use my sister for example. Chelsea is being so consistent. She has 3 flipping kids. One of them has ADHD. 2 of them are 3 and below. And she is the most consistent, hard-working action taker that I've ever seen. And people love that. I didn't say anything about her sales volume. It doesn't say anything about rank. It doesn't say anything, but it still recognizes her for something that a lot of people don't have, which is consistency, and she actually is taking the action. So if people are doing the live videos, if they're, in our case, doing makeovers, if they're got their first color match in our world, we recognize them for that, okay? That is so, 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 so important, okay? So, and then number 3, the last one that I'm going to give, because I've got to go to bed. I did not sleep at all last night. And this is a big one, is be okay with your name not being on Front Street, okay? Want them on the leaderboards more than you want yourself. Be okay with giving them the credit. Show them off. Show your team off. You don't need to add your name. You don't need to, well, I created this website and it's got all this training. Or I made this system. Or I is BS. Okay, so it's a we thing. And if you remember that it's a we thing, your team is going to love you. So when you give them the recognition and you give them the front streets, like, for instance, Michaela on our team, Michaela, Kelly, Rebecca, these girls throw down some graphics. I'm not creative. They well know this about me. And they make the best graphics. And guess what? I don't say I made them. I let them shine where they shine. I don't try to take the show. And I remember when I very first started, even at the very beginning before I knew anything at all, I wished for a day that my team's name would be all over the leaderboards and that I could shout their names from the rooftop, whether the only thing they done was their first live video, because that's a really, really big deal, or if they were rocking it, freaking out. And so the post that I made earlier today and that I've been making for months now, it does me so much good. I don't need my name in there, okay? And that is why that's the difference between somebody who's leading with ego and somebody who is not, okay? So you got to be willing to sit back and let them shine. And as long as you're recognizing them and you're letting them shine and you're praising them for what they're doing, not just their rank or their sales, and just loving everybody, no matter if they want to make all the money or if they just want to make $100, $500 a month. Love everybody where they're at, and you are going to be a leader that cannot be stopped. A real leader. Not somebody who accidentally fell into a leader slot. Not somebody who gave a big bunch of people. Somebody who people want to lead them. Who people want to be around because they know they'll be loved no matter what. And that, my friends, is what I want for all of you. I want each of you who want to be leaders, or who are leaders, I want you to keep your people, okay? I don't want them coming to somebody else because you're treating them bad, or you're making them feel like they don't fit in, or like they're less than, or they're not doing enough, because they will. It's happened. I've got people on my team right now who were treated not great other places. And guess what? I love them, and they will never leave. And I promise you I can say this with confidence, because everybody, not just me, but the entire team acts this way. Why? Because I lead by example. I give them that example, and I set the standard for what our culture is. There is no drama. There is never an argument. There is never none of that, ever, ever, ever. People say that's in all companies. Bull. Our team does not have that. I don't know what team you're on or what's happening over there, but that doesn't happen over here, because everybody is enough just as they are. Whether they're doing a lot, a little, doesn't matter. You don't get to decide that for them. Their definition of success may be hanging out with cool people like you, and that's it. Getting a discount on the product or whatever. Some people don't even want to make money. They just want to hang out with you. But the ones who want to make a little shouldn't be treated bad, and the ones who want to make a lot, right, shouldn't be the only people you talk to, right? Okay? All right, I just wanted to make that clear. So, if you're somebody who likes it to be all about you, then what I'm about to say isn't for you. But if you are somebody who truly wants to build a team, and you want to be, exceptional leader, you want to be a real, true leader, then I've got 5 more tips for you. I will send them to you tomorrow. All you need to do is message me. Send me a message. Go to my profile, click message. Say, Michelle, I want your leadership tips. And these guys I've learned as I've went. I've got coaching. So if you, like I said, if you are somebody who want it to be all about you, then these tips aren't for you. But if you're somebody who actually wants to be a real leader, then you can send me a message and I'll be happy to send them to you, because I want you to win. I want you to win. I want you to help your team win. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. Hey Esther, hey Brittany. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry, my child.